Caribbean Connections TV.
So we're here with Rene. How are you?
I am looking for your vote. How am I? I'm fierce.
Yeah. I noticed that, this is actually the first time I'm speaking to you. Why haven't I seen you more, especially at last night's debate?
Well, Paradise, I don't think that's a question you need to be asking me because as some of you already know, I've been fighting my way to get into the debate tables and actually getting kicked out. Why? Because they're not interested in democracy. They're not interested in allowing our diverse voices to be heard. Unfortunately, Mrs. Chow and Mr. Tory have stood by as democracy was constrained. They said nothing while I was being kicked out. So believe you me when I say if they remain silent for me, they're going to remain silent for you.
Wait, they actually kicked you out? Shouldn't you be there? Like, as a candidate?
You're asking the person the question that believes that I should be there? Obviously I should be there.
So you were there last night but got kicked out, is what you're saying?
I wasn't at that event last night. Other events, the transit event and the Film Ontario event. And both the Film Ontario event, Mrs. Chow and Mr. Tory stood by and did nothing. So again, if people are not willing to fight for you, if the people are not willing to fight to be inclusive, they're not going to do it any other time.
Well, luckily you're here today.
Yes.
And we got a chance to hear from you, our viewers on Caribbean Connections TV.
What I want to say, Paradise, because all you heard from me was about my fight to make sure that we have a seat at the table. But what I want to include is that we have Mrs. Hewitt here. She's 92 years old.
Hello, Mrs. She's like,
yeah.
She want you to tell her.
She turned 92 yesterday, so
happy birthday, belated.
Yes. And she has been in this country since 1955. And quite frankly, she's been waiting a long time to see change. She's in support of me, and she's excited about me running because she knows that I'm fearless. She knows that I'm going to stand for the public. She knows that I'm not easily intimidated by anybody, and I'm not talking nonsense. I'm talking common sense. Common sense issues that really affect people's lives. So she's here to come to support today, and she was going to make sure nobody's going to kick me out, but I had no concern about being kicked out here today. In fact, this was an inclusive event that there were no security guards at. There was no need to have security guards, but you have to ask yourself, why at other events that they have security guards? Why are they being exclusive? Why are they doing those things? You can't ask me that question because I'm asking the same question. But you need to ask yourself that question. Are you willing to continue to keep drinking the Kool-Aid of what's being told to you, what's being shown to you? Or are you willing to make an individual decision to go to the voting booth early, that is October 14th to 19th, to vote Rene on election day so that you can have a change in your life, so that you can have your life be materially benefiting just like the 2% is currently benefiting. Remember,
let me ask
we're 98% of people who are underrepresented in society. Let's make sure we get our representation on that day. Vote Rene on election day.
Do you think Miss Rene will say what she's doing, will do what she's saying?
If she
you have faith in her?
Say it.
She's like, that's her personality.
Well, she said to you, say your answer again.
If she wasn't going to do it, she wouldn't have said it.
That's right. Am I a person of
support
my
her?
word?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are the qualities that she possesses that none of the other candidates possess? At least one.
Are you going to put this on TV too?
You don't want to be on television?
No.
Too late.
She's a little bit shy, but she's pretty fierce too. Don't make a
one
mistake.
of her greatest qualities.
She's personal. She's friendly. She helps.
She gets her point across, I notice.
That's right. That's right, Paradise.
Okay,
Caribbean Connections is giving us an opportunity. So Caribbean Connections people, viewers, pay attention to what you've observed today. Pay attention to what's been going on for the amount of time that you've been in Toronto. Pay attention that you're not being served. I desire to serve you. That is actually the quality that I truly preserve, is servitude. And I believe that more of us who are in, well, I'm not in government yet, but with your vote I'll be there. But anybody working with government needs to have the attitude of servitude because we're here to serve you, not the other way around. I want to empower you to remember that the government is there to serve you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paradise.
Thank you.
I did. So, ironically, Ms. Chow has been in government for a long time, as we all know. And usually what we need to do as a city is to go to the province and go to the federal government for funding to address issues specific to the question of poverty. Well, what has she been doing for us lately while she was there? That's a question you need to ask yourself. So why would it be any different now? So I again say to people, we can't expect the same old to do something different for us today. We need to say that we're going to make our own decisions through our vote, to speak our voice, so that we can have a change to materially benefit our lives.
Ms. Rene?
So I didn't bring a clapping crowd with me like some of the candidates bring, but I don't have a problem clapping when there's a great idea, because I'm all about fresh ideas and ideas that work for the people. Affordable is a relative term. It's relative to the individual that you're speaking with. So we already touched on poverty issues, so we know we have to address those. But one key area that I want to talk about, and that's part of my plan for our city, and that is joint property ownership. Nobody's doing that. I'm looking at the aspect that the city can invest in property in conjunction with developers